So this is actually my second time recording this video, because the first time I tried recording with this camera, and it turns out, this is a Rebel T2i, it doesn't like recording video for very long. So I recorded essentially this whole video, and then I went over to the camera and realized that it had only been recording for 12 minutes. So I'm not going to be using that camera, I'm going to be using my webcam. That's what I'm recording with right now. But as for the topic of this video, I just wanted to say, have you guys ever gotten an ad on YouTube or Twitch or anything, like a video ad for a movie or a TV show or something like that, and you just keep getting the same ad over and over and over again, and it feels like YouTube is trying to force the video down your throat? Because that's what happened to me with Prime Video's new show called Upload.
Oh, fuck! Fuckity fuck!
Now, Upload is one of the weirdest shows that I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, on Prime Video, it's labeled as a comedy, and if you look it up on Google, it's labeled as satire. So you would think that it's supposed to be like some sort of parody or something like that, and based on some of the plot details, it kind of does feel like a parody, but it also feels like it's trying to be serious. It's just very in between and causes for a lot of uncomfortable, awkward scenes. So the show starts off pretty strong. We get introduced to our main character, Nora. She's on the subway on her way to work. And we're immediately introduced to a pretty pleasant surprise.
Excuse me!
What the fuck? So we are then immediately introduced to our other main character, Nathan, in the following scene. Nathan is on his way home in his very futuristic self-driving car, and I don't know what the budget for this TV show was, but can I just say, those graphics are amazing.
Minutes from your destination.
Let's go.
I thought this part was very weird because he plugs a GameCube controller or like a old PS2 controller, I don't know, it's something like that. He plugs an old video game controller through a standard USB port into his futuristic car. Like, come on, bro, you don't have USB-C? Like, this car is fully self-driving and it doesn't actually need a person to ever be able to drive it. But you'd think if they wanted people to be able to drive it, they'd just put a steering wheel.
Officer, it just started racing. It was the craziest thing. I will take it in to be serviced ASAP. I'm on my way to my mom's place for Thanksgiving. And could you imagine if they were waiting for me in my car?
Mm-hmm.
AI is just the worst, isn't it?
Okay, you can go now. Take it in soon, though. I don't want to see you again.
What? Excuse me, sir. Do you know why I pulled you over today? No, officer, not at all. Well, you were actually speeding, you crashed into 4 other cars, ran over 17 pedestrians, and you robbed a bank. That doesn't sound like me. Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, fuck it, you can go. So in the next scene, Nathan gets home and he's invited his girlfriend over to meet his family for dinner. That's pretty normal, right? It's a cool scene. Maybe we'll get to find out a little bit about his girlfriend, maybe a little bit about his family. No. After about 10 seconds, the dinner is interrupted, and we are given this scene. I'm not kidding you when I say this scene happens for no reason at all. To be fair, I've only watched the first episode of this show, but I have no idea how this correlates to the rest of the show whatsoever. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's so weird, and I don't know why it's here. Also, can I just point out that every song, I think there's been 3 so far, that we've listened to, has been like really old. Like really old for the year that this show came out, but also this show is supposed to take place in 2032. And these songs are from like the early 2000s. So I really don't understand what the choice was there, but I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. So in the next scene, Nathan and his girlfriend are both naked in their car for some reason. I don't know what they'd be doing. But this is where we find out that Nathan and his girlfriend don't exactly have the same idea of what their relationship is. Nathan's girlfriend thinks that they're going to be together forever. Literally forever, because you can become immortal in this world by uploading your consciousness. And my guy Nathan was more about like the one night stand type of deal. Or at least that's how they're sort of portraying it in the show, that he's really like in this situation where he doesn't know how to tell her that he doesn't want to be with her. Which is weird because I have no idea why he would invite her to meet his family if this was the case. But at least for the first episode, this is one of the major conflicts for the show, is Nathan doesn't really know how to tell his girlfriend how he feels. But before the show lets us get too invested in their relationship, Ingrid leaves and Nathan's car shows us that it's fucking retarded. I don't really know how to explain this scene, so I'm just going to show it to you and I'll talk about it afterwards. But keep in mind that this is one of the most important scenes of the show. This is where our main character dies and gets uploaded into the afterlife. It's what the whole premise of the show is about, so you'd think that this scene would be very impactful, very well thought out, maybe even emotional, but instead, we get this.
Car, see the parked truck?
There is no parking space ahead of us.
I know, it's illegally parked.
Data shows no
But
vehicles.
we're headed right for a truck.
You might be drunk.
You might be drunk, even though I have 7,000 cameras around the outside of this vehicle and 6,882 sensors to scan all the way down the road and see absolutely everything. There is no truck in front of us.
Again.
Oh, fuck you, manual override.
Manuel.
I don't see Manuel in your contacts.
Manual override, stop.
Override.
Stop now!
Overridden.
And that's the story of how Nathan's car is dumber than this show. So then we cut to this scene where Nora is reconstructing all of Nathan's memories and everything because he died, right? He died, and now she's putting him into the afterlife. That's what this show's about, right? No. Because the scene immediately after this is still somehow more goofy than anything we've seen so far.
So it's that. Any drug allergies, Nathan?
No, I'm fine. I really think I'm fine.
When's your birthday?
It's on the brim. February.
God, you're not okay. I should have waited for you.
I should go home.
Sit down, please.
Okay.
His vitals are dropping. We're losing him.
We really want to upload, and I don't want to miss the window.
Is the paperwork all filled out?
No.
Have him sales rep to the ER.
Can't upload a dead body.
Oh, man.
Can I just say that he's supposed to be in critical condition? Like, he literally has minutes to live, and he's just like, oh man, I sure do got a lot of cuts on me. How did I get so many bruises and cuts on my body? So now he has the option of going to the operating room or the upload room. And he basically gets peer pressured by everyone around him to go to the upload room.
I really don't think we need upload. I'm feeling pretty chill.
Now, you could just old-fashioned die, or we could be together forever.
The VR suits are amazing. You can change your avatar, boost levels, simulation you wouldn't believe.
Hey, just sign the thing.
So, this is what everything has been leading up to. This is what the whole show's about. And you might be like, well, how do they upload his consciousness? How do they get it onto a computer?
Oh, thank God. Mom!
Upload complete.
So for the rest of the episode, Nathan gets uploaded, he cries in his bed for a little bit, he takes a shower, he FaceTimes his girlfriend, he meets this guy named Luke, he goes for a hike, and he looks at himself in the mirror. A lot. He basically just explores this new world that he's in for the rest of the episode, but before we get to the end, I want to just talk about some of my favorite parts. So right when he gets in, he immediately tries to go to his mini fridge in his room and realizes that you have to pay for it. I don't even really know what money he would use to pay for considering he's dead, but then he realizes that there's a free buffet downstairs, so he goes to get himself some breakfast.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's 10 a.m. Breakfast is over.
No, no, no! Come on! It's not even real food!
And I just thought this was so stupid because it's like, this is literally meant to be heaven, right? So why would the food disappear? Or if it did change, why wouldn't it just go to lunchtime right away? There's also this scene where he's in the washroom and he has to pee. That's just another thing, is like, why do you even get hungry or have to pee or anything like that? Like, why do you have to do that stuff if you're not actually real? But in this world, you do have to pee. And this is how you do it.
No way. Anyone else ever do this?
Yes, sir.
There's also this guy that he meets up on the top of a hill, and I don't really know what the guy's doing, but I do agree with what he says.
Okay, that's it for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.